just inside the 30. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
18 on the play. First down, Packers.
Right there, 56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. He's checking. Right. Run it 50. Hey, you fly over here.
Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Here's Murray. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, here's Murray. Dixon complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
At the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Murray now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Murray forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw is Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
No. Shoot! Let's go.
Now Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Caleb Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Rodgers now on 1st down. They'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
319. 56. Check back, check back.
Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check, 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 check.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that, and it gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 56 yards.
And the Packer 1st down.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Zach Cunningham able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got it to Williams.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Williams looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wells. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 53, Mike. All day, baby, all day. Oh, try. 53 to Mike. 53. Shut up.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get off the field.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Damian Ratley. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we gotta go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Right. Check. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Know your job. 44. Mike, 44.
To throw, it's Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Zach Cunningham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the lead at intermission, not by much, but they had it, just lost it. Now they're looking to regain it.
And they don't have to get it back in one fell swoop. That's the beauty of this. Still plenty of time left to play. Just because they lost the lead doesn't mean they can't get it back. Run their offense, run the things that they believe work well for them, and they've still got a chance to win this game.
Still plenty of time. We'll see how they handle it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Got his man, it's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. did it to perfection.
Check 56. Get 300. Get 300.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's complete to Williams.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's Shaq taps it here with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44's Mike. Check. Go. Switch up. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And Diggs has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Pick up the ball. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike's Fofo. All day. Just like that. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, I'm coming. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Watch QB draw.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, go. Okay, double up.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The point after is good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that he almost started to take them for granted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
1st and 10 at the 47.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm here all day. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Shell over. Hey, scared.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad shrugs off another. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go again with Muhammad. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. They've gone final now in Dallas and really pouring it on now with the Cowboys. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26.
Now Rodgers to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So this one